Today I had the opportunity to interview Aeryun Hong. She's a friend of our family. We love her dearly. She's an international student from Korea. She's studying at Brigham Young University in Rexburg, Idaho, freezing her tail up there, and took the time to tell me a little bit about Korea, tell me what it's like to be an international student, and some of the things she's learned in the United States. This is Tamara Tran. Thank you for tuning in to the Yakety Yak podcast. Aeryun, tell me what you're studying.
I'm studying graphic design.
What about graphic design interests you?
Maybe creation. I really like to make something.
Yeah.
Do you like to draw?
Yeah.
She doodles all the time.
You doodle all the time? Have you always liked drawing?
Yeah, but I specifically like how do you say calligraphy?
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Typography.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. So tell us about where you're going to school.
I go to BYU, Idaho in Rexburg.
How are you liking it up there?
I love school, but I hate Rexburg because it's so cold.
It is cold, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Kind of
There's not a lot
isolated.
to do up there.
Not a lot to
There's
do.
nothing to do.
I've been there.
When you were in Korea, did you ever picture yourself in Rexburg, Idaho?
No.
Was that your end goal?
No, not even like in America. I thought I'm gonna live and die in Korea.
So I know you're from like a more rural countryside part of Korea.
Yeah.
Like, is it similar to Rexburg or
Not at
no?
all. It's
Really?
like completely different.
Really?
Well, compared to America, it could be like maybe Utah with the ocean.
Like Utah with ocean? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you live along the coast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you were more in
Southern
Central Korea.
Really South Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea, close to Japan,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but close to the water.
Yes.
How do you say it?
What's the city called?
I'm from Yeosu.
Yasu.
Uh-huh. Yeosu.
Yashu.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you born then?
Yeosu.
Oh, you were born there.
Mm-hmm.
And does your family still live there?
No, my family lived there for like 13 years. And then we moved to, which is Ulsan, nearby to Japan.
Busan?
Yeah, nearby Busan. We lived there for like more than 12 years. And then my family moved to Gwangyang, which is really close to Yeosu. And we lived there for 3 years. And then we moved to Seosan, which is close to Seoul, the capital of Korea.
Oh,
Where
no,
is Gangnam.
Gangnam is in Seoul.
Oh, so like
Gangnam style.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like Beverly Hills in Korea.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Interesting.
Oh, I see.
So what does? So it says Oppa Gangnam Style. What does Oppa mean?
Oppa is like older brother. So Oppa has two meanings. Like older brother or like your boyfriend who is older than you. Like it's like nickname. Oppa.
Oppa.
Oppa. Gangnam style.
Oppa Gangnam Style.
So basically he's saying he's cool.
Oh, okay. Kind of a respectful way to
Yeah.
call
like,
him.
I'm cool.
I'm cool and I'm fat and I'm wearing a white suit.
Yeah.
What?
He did. He wore a white suit, didn't he? Yeah, and black sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan was a pretty good dancer. Lee can do the dance really well.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called horse dance.
A horse
Horse
dance.
dance?
It looks
Yeah,
like he's
I can do
giddying up on a horse.
So rich.
Aeryun,
Is he
what
rich?
brought you to America?
So
Okay,
no, it's
Ryan,
not good.
What?
this isn't a video.
Yes,
it's an audio.
It's live.
It's live?
It's
Yes,
live.
Someone is watching us.
Oh wow.
What did bring to?
Yeah, what brought you to America, specifically Utah?
So my parents used to tell me I need to go to BYU Hawaii because back in the time when I was in high school, lots of members. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so they used to go to Hawaii a lot. So they kind of asked me like, "Do you want to go?" But I thought it was kind of like dumb because I didn't know how to speak English. And I didn't have any friends or family there, so I just like, well, I don't want to. I just want to stay in Korea to study. And then I went to a university in Korea, and I didn't like it at all. Like, it was completely different than I thought.
What was
Like,
different about it? What did you think it was going to be like?
um, so from the church, I've learned like lots of things I'm not supposed to do or what,
Yeah.
but people had like really different standards or views about their lives. So I was like, oh, I don't want to be here.
It was kind of a
Like,
party school.
yeah, it's like it was so different. And then at that time, I went to, especially for youth camp from the
EFY.
church, yeah, EFY. And then I met lots of people there who had the same struggles as mine, and then we were talking about it, and then I figured they were going to BYU Provo or UVU in Orem.
I see.
And then they was like, oh yeah, like if you come to Utah, there are so many members, so you don't feel like alone or you don't feel unique, so you're gonna feel welcome. And then I was thinking about it after camp, and then I was talking about it with my parents, and then they were so happy for my decision. That's why I came to Utah.
Were they disappointed that you weren't going to BYU Hawaii, which is
No.
closer? No, they were okay
Yeah, as long as,
because it was a BYU school.
yeah.
You said that you were a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Seoul or in Korea.
Yeah, in Korea.
Are you generational members? Is your whole
No,
family?
my mom baptized when I was 2, and a year later, my dad got baptized.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then when I
So-
was 11, like 10, we got sealed at the temple.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, that's neat.
So your mom found the church through missionaries, right? They
Yeah.
just knocked on the door.
No, my uncle got baptized first, and then he brought missionaries to my mom, and then she loved it.
That is fantastic. Are you an only child or do you have siblings?
I have a younger brother. He goes to BYU Hawaii.
BYU Hawaii.
Yes.
Tell us about the education system in Korea and how it's different than.
I think like till middle school, like junior high is pretty much the same as America, but high school is completely different from America. So what time do you guys go to school?
We get there like 7:30, leave at like 3-ish.
Yeah, we go to school at like 8. We stay there till 11 p.m.
What?
So we eat lunch, dinner at school.
11 p.m. at night, every night?
Yes.
Doing what? What would you do all
So
day?
from 8 till like 3 or 4-ish, like teachers teach us like subject like math, English, Korea, like history, whatever. And then after dinner, we eat dinner like 5 or 6-ish.
At
After
school?
dinner, yeah. After dinner for 2 hours, we do like auditional study. Maybe it's called auditional study. Like you like teachers come to your class and then they give you lesson about specific subject more. And then for like 2 hours more, you study by yourself.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
in a class.
Every day, 5 days a week?
Yes. So sometimes we go to school on Saturdays. So, and then some people go to academic after even school.
Really?
So they stay like academic school till
After
like,
11 p.m.?
yes, till like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
You're kidding.
What?
Yes,
And then they're
you're-
back at school at 8 the next morning?
Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
That is intense.
It's
Are
crazy.
they like boarding schools? Do they live there on campus? Or is it just regular where they just go home?
Just go home.
Wow.
So Korea is like smaller than America, so we don't like in Korea we don't drive. Like high school students, we are not allowed to drive. So we have like bus. We use like
Oh.
transportations, like bus. Taxi.
How old are you when you get a driver's license in Korea?
I was in Korean. I was 21, I think, and then in America I was 20.
You're kidding.
Yeah. So after
Or,
high
like,
school,
what's the limit?
what do you mean?
What is
Like,
the age?
what's the earliest age you can get a driver's license in Korea?
In Korean, age 20.
20 years
Yeah.
old.
So after high school, you can get it. So no one knows how to drive.
So like 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. Cause we don't after high school, like we try to get license, and even though we have license, we don't know how to drive.
Because you haven't had any practice.
No.
Ooh.
But in America, you guys are so smart. Like you guys just let them drive and then like practice for like high school
couple-
students.
yeah.
And then
Mhm.
after graduate, like they're actually good at driving.
But
They
you
know how
guys
to
wouldn't
drive.
even have time to practice if you're at
Uh-uh.
school every day till
No.
11 p.m.
Crazy life.
Don't they have intramural sports in school in Korea?
We don't.
No sports, it's just
Well,
all academics.
so we have sports, but for people who actually are gonna go university with the sport like as major,
Wow,
we don't play any sports.
for fun.
So you would, if you're really good at football or soccer or something,
Yeah.
they identify you as good at it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're studying.
Yeah.
That's your subject.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
in high school, like in Korea, we have two kinds of high school. Like high schools for going to university, and the other one is just getting job after high school. So if you just go to the high school for university, you stay from 8 till 11 p.m. But if you go to the other high school, you don't have to stay till 11 p.m. You just done at like 5 or 6 something.
Who determines which school you go to then?
I decide.
Your parents choose that, or does the students choose?
Honestly, parents.
Parents
Yeah.
choose. If their child seems like they have a gift for a certain sport, then they say, okay, you're going to go to the sports high school.
Yeah. But we don't have like sports high school. But in Korea, like the specific high school has like sports, but now we don't have like sports high school.
Oh, okay. So some schools just have sports programs and some don't. Some don't.
Yeah,
I
which
didn't
is
realize
really
that.
different from America.
Are those private schools? Are they all publicly funded?
Mostly public, but there are some privates.
And how about college and university? Is it expensive in Korea?
Yeah, it is.
Versus Utah?
Like depends on your major, or because in Korea we choose major when you actually like apply university.
You have to know.
Yeah, you have to know. So when you choose university, you choose major too. So when you apply for the major.
Wow.
So for 4 years, we take generals about the major, and then we take class about the major. So we're not taking only like English or math, or we take generals about the major. Does it make
Wow.
sense?
Yeah,
That's why
so
you guys are
it's-
so
Yeah.
smart.
It's specific.
So when we change our major, it's so hard
Because you start
already
over.
because you already chose it.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
So like mostly in high school, you choose what you want to study.
You really need to focus in high school.
Yeah. Because I think as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was easy to go, I think, because Utah was like familiar, because I've heard about Utah a lot from the church or other people or friends who go to school here, but mostly it's safe, I think.
It seemed like a safe
It's
place.
really safe. Like I never heard there are some issues, but I never heard like dangerous situations.
It wasn't like a big city
In
where you
Utah,
hear.
yeah.
When you decided you wanted to come to Utah, then how old were you, and what were you coming to Utah to do?
I was 20, and then I was going to ELC, which is Language Center to learn
The
English.
English Language Center.
Yeah. BYU Provo has the program for international students.
So you came over by yourself, but you came over for a specific program.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And what were you doing prior to that? Had you just graduated from high school, or were you in college?
I was attending like one semester in Korea, like university, and then I quit it, and then I came over to America to study English for a year. And then after that, actually I didn't finish it. I thought like I couldn't make enough like go to university in America, so I went back home, and then I went to my mission.
Wait, so you gave up?
No, I didn't give up, but
But you came over for just to learn English, and then
yeah, I thought like,
When-
okay, I'm done, because I didn't want to attend more than 2 semesters to go to English, because
That makes
they have
sense.
levels.
Yeah, and you
And
already
I
knew
thought-
English, right?
Yeah, I like when we take level tests when we go to the language center, and then after 2 semester, I thought like, okay, there is no level. I want to do more.
Your English is good
Like-
enough, yeah.
Not
Okay.
good, yeah. Compared to when I was in Korea, I thought like,
You'd made-
I
you'd made
learned
enough progress.
Yeah, I learned more, so maybe it's time to go to mission, because I was 21.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you were here learning English in Provo, and then you decided you wanted to turn your mission papers in
yeah.
to serve a mission for
Yeah,
the
but
church.
my bishop was like, well, you're Korean, so why don't you just go to Korea and then like do your mission paper stuff, and then okay.
In Korea.
Yeah, because I really wanted to do here, because I kind of wanted to serve in America,
Yeah.
like Temple Square. But he was like, no, since you're Korean, I think it's easier to just go to Korea, and then
fill out your papers
Yeah.
and submit.
yeah, and I was kind of disappointed, but it kind of make like after mission, I was grateful
You
to
said that.
To
yeah
have served your mission
Korea.
in Korea.
Yeah.
But not everybody from Korea gets called to Korea, do they? Or is
Mm,
it pretty common?
mostly serving Korea, but like
Oh.
really really rare people go to America, England, Japan,
Oh,
Peru.
you have a brother, you said.
Mm.
What did he do after high school? Where did his career take him or his path?
So as soon as he graduated high school, he went to army. Like in Korea, Korean guys must serve army for 22 months.
22 months.
I think 21
How old are they when
months?
they're first?
Like 19,
Oh, really?
like 20.
Everybody in the country.
Yes. So you
Interesting.
can go between 20 and 29 something, but you have to go, otherwise you're gonna go to jail.
Eventually you have to serve, so might as well just get it over with.
Mm-hmm. So he went to high school and then army for 22 months, and after that he went to mission for 2 years for the church, and then he applied BYU Hawaii, and then he's doing study.
That's
So-
true dedication. I mean, that's 4 years of his life at a really critical time that he was able to spend in service to his country and in service to his church. And now he's at BYU Hawaii.
Yeah. So to me, it's kind of, I mean, when I came
It's
to
a huge sacrifice.
yeah, when I came to Utah, I was shocked because in Korea, it's like really, really unique to get married when you're 20 because you have to serve, you have to go to army,
Oh yeah.
you have to
go to
finish your
school.
school. So eventually, when you graduate, you're gonna be like 30 something.
And then you get married.
And
Yeah.
then you get married.
So like everyone gets married when you are like 18, 19 here.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
It is crazy.
What's the average age for Korean women
So
to get married?
like members or non-members?
Probably both.
Maybe non-members like 35, 7.
Really?
Yeah, it's like really normal. Like people, because in Korea, I think mostly, yeah. I think mostly Korean parents support everything for you, like everything. They pay everything for your tuition or when you married. After marriage, even people support them.
Oh, really?
So when they get a job, they kind of like pay them back, you know?
by
It's
by
like-
giving money to the parents?
Yeah, like
in their
supporting them.
retirement?
Yeah. Then I think that's why they get married later.
Because then they have more money.
Yeah.
I love the traditions of the Asian culture
Mhm.
because there is such a huge loyalty and relationship to their parents and to your children and to just helping each other.
But I think for daughters it's easy, but for sons it's really heavy responsibility, especially if you're oldest.
Yeah, if you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Where your brother is your younger brother, does he bear the responsibility or do you? For your parents?
I think half. I don't
half and
know.
half. You'll split that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that, I mean, in Asia, that's just the tradition. The tradition is you do care for your parents, and you care for your grandparents, and it's very family focused, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
When you came back, well, so you served your mission in South Korea, and then what did you do?
And then I came back home like the end of I came back home from mission like in 2014, the end of November. And then my grandpa passed away like in February. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna stay with my family more because I didn't want to come back after my mission. Like, I just want to focus on studying and then done, you know? So I spent like maybe 10 months with my family in Korea. And then I came back to Salt Lake in 2015 September.
To focus on your education?
Yeah. And then I went to LDS Business College for almost 2 years, and then I transferred to Idaho.
BYU, Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho.
BYUI.
It's got a great graphic design program, doesn't it?
Today?
Yeah,
I think so. I think they do.
Hopefully.
How long has it been since you were back in Korea? Now that you've been
Almost
here?
4 years.
3 years?
4.
4 years.
Yes,
Wow.
Ooh, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
it is.
How are you doing without? You have obviously lots of friends here.
I think the first year I was like busy adapting school and stuff, and second year it was kind of hard because I miss my parents and like, oh, I miss my family. But it's like
Now,
getting
now
used
you're
to
used
it.
to it.
Like, whatever.
Well, and you're able to speak to your mom every day, aren't you?
Yeah. Is it weird not to miss them?
No, I think it means you're really
No, but
adjusted.
it's not like you don't see them or
Yeah,
talk to
you
them.
talk to
You
them every day.
Yeah,
FaceTime.
I'm not trying to focusing on them too much
Yeah.
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm gonna cry
It
and
would
then
be
it's
too
gonna be
sad.
hard to live here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like think about. I mean, I think about them like, oh, I miss them, I love them, but I'm not like, oh, what I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna do right now.
Right.
Ooh.
Right, because
Yeah.
you have to get on with your life and you're studying and
Yeah.
focused on your education.
Because yesterday, Ryan's friend's wife, Janessa, was asking me like, "Oh, Aeryun, if you get married to Ryan, like you're gonna live in America, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And do you think it's gonna be hard for you, like, cause your family's not gonna be here? Like, I don't think so. And I was thinking maybe I'm weird.
Maybe you're weird.
Yeah.
No, I think you're really strong.
Uh,
And I think your mom and dad are very strong, and I admire them because I think people, my listeners, our listeners, probably to an American, where we grow up here and we don't have any plans to leave the country necessarily. America is our country,
mhm,
and we stay here. But in other countries, I know parents raise their children with this hope
mhm,
that they can go to America,
mhm,
become educated there,
mhm.
and hopefully live there. So there's a different focus, and it's
True.
isn't there?
Yeah. Like in Korea, we believe America is like, how can I say? Like jackpot, like
The jackpot,
yesterday
yeah.
you
The
said.
jackpot.
Yeah.
It's Oz, right?
More opportunities or better life, better jobs.
And when parents can save enough money and raise their children to be independent enough to be able to go to America,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're planning for
Yeah.
your life,
Yes.
isn't it? So it probably makes your parents really happy, even though they miss you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard for Americans to understand
Yeah,
that
because you
anybody would want to leave their country
True.
because we're here
Mm-hmm.
in a country, and we're so blessed to be able to be here.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's awesome, and you can always visit.
Yes.
And the world is so much more connected with technology, isn't it?
Yes.
You can talk to them every day. You can FaceTime them, and you can go visit too.
Mm-hmm. After my mission, my like, how to say perspective,
Hmm.
Pers- views about mission.
Perspective.
Yeah, perspective has been changed. Like before my mission, I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss my family. How can I live without them?
Yeah, it'd be hard.
But like serving as a missionary for 18 months, like you don't focus on your family.
Yeah.
Like you just focus on others and you don't even like talk to them. You just email them.
Yeah.
So after my mission, like, oh, it's easy because I can FaceTime them. I can talk to them.
Right,
every
it was so
day.
much better.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, actually it's not that.
Way better.
Yeah, it's not that hard. You know.
Yeah.
It was easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Well, and your parents in Korea are super busy, aren't they? They have
Yeah.
big families. They're
They have
working.
jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your parents are young enough that they can go and do fun things.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. Tell us about your plans now to finish school, I guess, and
Mm-hmm. I'm planning to graduate next year, April, and then I'm gonna try to find a job in Utah. Maybe I'm gonna do internship first for a long time, maybe 6 months, and then I'll try to find a job. Maybe
well, and there's so
for a
many
small
opportunities
company.
here.
Yeah.
It's a great market, especially for graphic designers, especially for women.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really terrific market.
Yeah.
Eddie, I really appreciate you taking the time to be a guest
It was
on
fun.
our podcast today. Do you have any advice for international students or for people who are meeting international students?
Maybe I wanna tell them be brave and keep in your path. I mean, be patient with yourself because sometimes you're trying but you don't see a result. Like you wanna have because when I came to America, like my ultimately goal was like applying to university, but I couldn't make it before my mission, so I thought I was failing. But after mission, I was able to accept school and then now I'm going to school now. So like at the point I thought like, oh, well, what's the point to come to America? I failed. I'm done. But after mission I just realized like even though it was small thing to start, it actually helped me to be able to prepare for my future, which is where I am not right now. So for people who are planning to come to America or studying in America right now, just be patient and keep doing and then you're gonna see results when the time is right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree.
One thing that I really admire and love about your story is that you came to America and you were learning English and maybe a little frustrated, so you left to go serve your mission. So you did what you felt was right.
Mm-hmm.
Your values, you did what you felt was right and was a priority,
Mm-hmm.
and returned home, got your mission call, and then you ended up back in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
What really inspires me in this story and that I love about it is that the timing wasn't your timing necessarily, but it
Mhm.
was the right timing.
Yeah.
Because if you had started your studies back then and not served a mission, you would be in a completely different place right now.
I think so.
You would have graduated. Who knows where you would be working.
Mm-hmm.
You two would not have met.
True.
To me, it's really neat because I love how we can see that God's timing is perfect,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not the timing that we want. And it doesn't make any sense to us
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how you felt, but you were probably pretty frustrated,
I was. And I
And
was really
discouraged.
disappointed.
disappointed in just the whole
Yeah.
experience.
Like, oh my gosh, what did I do for a year?
I think that's
But
neat.
I think Heavenly Father just like wanted me to be patient with myself and learn something what I was supposed to learn before my mission.
Yeah. And then you were able to go on your mission and learn some great lessons about
Mhm.
life
Yeah.
and about yourself
Mm-hmm.
and have some experiences.
Yeah.
And then you came back
And then I'm here right
and
now.
it worked out perfectly because otherwise you two never would have met.
True.
One thing that I really love about interviewing people is that it's so easy to see looking back
Mm-hmm.
how things fell into place the way they were supposed to. But I'm really impressed that people are willing to just push through the hard times and the discouragement and just keep moving forward. Because
Mhm.
as long as we're moving forward, we're making progress.
Yeah.
Very inspiring. Thank you
Mhm.
for sharing your story with us.
Thank you, Demi. Thank
It's
you for
been
having me.
great.
Thank you.
La la la. Ta-da. Thank you for listening to the Yakety Yak podcast. Someday, this is going to be famous.